Hi there, this is Sonal Pandey from Tap Easy, and in this video we are going to tackle the issue of binge eating. Now I know binge eating is a serious issue and you may need medical help, but in this video we are going to try to use tapping to resolve some of the emotional causes that could be causing you to binge eat on a regular basis. Now, binge eating is not your, one of overeating. Binge eating is compulsive overeating beyond the point to which you're full. You just want to keep eating a large amount of food, and maybe you do it regularly, maybe you do it in hiding, or that you continue to eat throughout the day without without any specific meal times. So this problem might have started maybe in your teens, or maybe even sooner, or maybe it just started some time ago. It is possible that somebody said triggered this, or somebody, oh my god, look at this girl eat, she has a great appetite, or my god, what a great appetite this boy has, or you're getting fatter, or something. It could have been something, or it could have been something in the media, on TV, in magazines, that just triggered an emotional spark in your brain, and you just turned to food for comfort and solace. But the first thing I want to tell you is that it's not your fault. There are biological and emotional undercurrents that are going on that cause you to binge eat. So, but it is hard to remember this when you're feeling that guilt and regret and depression after, especially after a binge eating session. So anyway, in this video, we are going to work on a specific incident, that a specific binge session, and we'll tap through that so that we can bring down the emotional charge on that event. This now normally what people do is to try to recall the first time they registered that when they registered that they were a binge eater, or they had become a binge eater. Now this incident could have been as far back as your childhood, like maybe when you were 7, 8, 10, or when you were a teen. Now the problem with this is with the method of finding the first time you discovered something, is that sometimes we don't remember. We don't remember what happened so long ago. So it is okay if you can't recall the first time you registered that you had become a binge eater. Just try to recall an especially emotionally charged binge eating session that you just ate and ate and ate, and you can you have a vivid memory of it, that you can vividly recall, that if you were to describe it to a friend right now, you would be able to do it very, very clearly. So recall that incident, and then you tap along with me through this video. Now when we tap along on this, around this incident, it's going to bring down that emotional charge and emotional intensity that was going on, that led to due to binge eat, and the painful feelings afterwards. Now the idea is that if you tap through a few or more such events, binge eating events, that will hopefully collapse all of the emotional charge, that would have captured and collapsed almost all of the emotional charge that leads you to binge eat. Because a whole lot of our eating is emotional, it is driven by emotion. So it totally makes sense to get rid of that emotional charge that makes us binge eat. So now if you have that incident in mind, just tap along with me. I do have to warn you that some of the wording that we'll be using will sound cruel, like I am so disgusted with myself, I feel like a pig. The thing is, that these wording will be used to bring up your emotional intensity, so that you can then simultaneously collapse it with EFT tapping. This is not the way we normally talk to each other, but the truth is, this is the way we talk to ourselves all the time, whether or not we acknowledge it. This is the wording that we are subconsciously using for ourselves when we are overcome by guilt after or during a binge eating. So just follow along. And although EFT tapping is a very safe method, and it's been around for a long time, and it has helped millions of people around the world, I ask that you assume full responsibility for your own health and well being if you choose to tap along with me. So, with that out of the way, let's get tapping. Think back to that time when you binge ate. It was an emotionally charged session. So, let's get tapping. And you can repeat my words after me, or you can just remain silent and tap along with me while focusing on the memory of that event, so that you're constantly in that frame of mind as we do the tapping on the points. So let's get started. Even though I compulsively overeat, I have to eat until I'm full, I'm beyond full, and I can't control it. I'm a binge eater. I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself. Even though I hate myself for binging like a pig, I am filled with disgust at the amounts of food I stuff into my body. I accept myself and these feelings. Even though I see no way out of this binge eating problem, and I worry what it is doing to my body, but I'm powerless. Still, I deeply and completely love, accept, and honor myself. Now, this was the karate chop tapping that we do in order to dissolve any subconscious resistance we may have to getting rid of the problem. So, once that is out of the way, we'll go to the tapping points on the face and body. So, just follow along, tap along with me, keep your focus on that incident that happened. I'm a binge eater. I just can't stop eating. I have to have all the food. It is comforting, but it also creates guilt. It creates a lot of fear. What am I doing to my body? Am I out of my mind? But I just can't stop. I don't know how to stop.